Hi, I just wanted to pop on and give a brief tutorial on how to use Google Chats because I do think it has some really good features. And I have found that in some respects, it's an easier way to connect with students. So I'm going to show you. If you go up here to your Google Apps and you scroll down, here is the symbol for chat. So this is Meet, which is the video conferencing that you can do, but this is chat where you can also do video conferencing. So that's what I'm going to show you. So we set up a room for our faculty and we called it BSS Remote Learning Room. And I added a bunch of people to it. I realized a couple people were accidentally left off. I added them in. And I can continue to add people in if I wanted to. I could add more people. I then also set up a room for my homeroom and my afternoon class, Mrs. Chris' homeroom. And we added all of our students from each group, and we're both in that. And then I was invited to an intervention teacher room for the interventionist at our school. For all the different teachers she works with, she invited us all to one room. So there's no limit to how many rooms you can be in and how many rooms you can create, but they are beneficial. Think of it like a big group chat, but instead of through texting, it's through these chat rooms or this chat feature. I'm dating myself, I realize, but it reminds me of, the good old chat rooms, AOL chat rooms, when the internet first really started taking off. So if you think of it that way, it's very similar. But then the other nice thing you can do is you can message individual people. So if you come up here to find people, rooms, bots, you can send a group message to a few people, including a few students at a time if you wanted. You can create a room. So if you wanted to start your own room, maybe you're a specials teacher and you want to create it for the specials teachers in the district who do the same thing that you do, you can do that. Um, but I had started one before, so I'm going to call this one testing one, and I will hit create, and then it's very simple, and then it'll ask you to add people or invite people, and you just hit that button, and then you can start searching for different names, and if they're in the district, they'll automatically pop up. Now it'll say notify people via email. So they don't actually have to accept your invitation. Once you've added them to this group, they're automatically in. They're just getting notification that you put them in that group. Okay. So those are how rooms work. But if you're looking for an individual, and then you can browse rooms. So if somebody said, "Oh, I created this room," you can look for it. You can browse rooms and see if you can find it. You can send, like I said, a group message to one person or a couple of people. And then if someone has sent a message to you, you would find it in message requests. Okay. The little dots next to everybody's name shows whether they're active on the platform at that time or not. So you can see if it's green, it says that they are active. I sent a message. So I'm going to get out of this for right now. I sent a message. So this is the feature I like because I've done this with a few students actually already. I sent Mrs. Gote, my colleague, a message today and just said hi. And then what I did was what you see here, which is this video meeting Hangouts. You can insert this right, you can embed it right in your message to whoever. So I did this to Mrs. Gote. So if you look down here, you see this little camera button. This says add video meeting. So I just clicked on it. I hit the send button and I said, okay, Mrs. Gote, click on join the video meeting, and it immediately pops up a video meeting. So now I'm doing a video meeting in a video meeting. But sometimes I found this is an easier way to connect with students because if I tell them we'll go into the chat feature and I'll pop up a video, sometimes it's just easier to do that and it's more impromptu than saying, okay, I'm going to send you the link in your email or I'll send you an invite in your email, and depending on the age of the students. So, and sometimes this has been glitchy and it hasn't 100% worked. But again, I attribute that more to the volume of people on than the actual feature itself. But that's what you can do. And then if you want to erase this or delete it, I'm sorry, you can delete it. Okay. And then it takes you back to where we were before. If you want to insert something, I want to send her something from my Google Drive that I created or share it with her, I can do that. Again, that might be a nice feature if you're trying to share something with a student or a small group of students, because you can send, like I said, a group message or create even a room for them. If you want to upload a file, if you want to send an emoji or add an emoji to your message, you can do that here too. So, and here it says like Mrs. Gote, it says away, and her little dot there is not green, so that's how we know. If you want to shut off notifications to anything, you can do that. Turn off notifications or block or hide. I actually have to or unblock my turn on notifications from Mr. Collis. I was in a meeting, and he had been sending notifications the same as this. I want to go actually, and I'm glad I saw this and turn on notifications. I don't want people to think I'm not. I don't want to get their notifications. It was just that I was creating a meeting, and it goes ding 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 when the notifications are on. So when you're in the middle of another meeting, it can get a little distracting. But that's how that's how it works. You can also have this app on your phone, and you'll see it's broken out in the bottom. It'll say people and rooms. So, depending on whether you're, like I said, talking to individual people, or you want to send a message to a whole room, you can do that. So, like I said, I found that sometimes meeting with students is easier if I just pop on, send them a message, and we start an impromptu video meeting here. So it's just another way that you can connect, whether it's with students or faculty or even friends. So hope that is helpful. And again, you know where to find me if I can answer any questions about that. Thanks.